Hi, everyone assumed OpenAI would be the first trillion-dollar AI IPO, but a 3 years old startup called Anthropic is now the one lining up to go public first. And its revenue ramp looks like it was generated by a bug in Anthropic was founded in 2021 by a group of ex-OpenAI researchers, and by 2025, it's already around 9 to 10 billion annualized revenue. This ramp up is faster than early days of Google, faster than Facebook, and faster than most of the hypergrowth SaaS company that we always glorify. So, how did a startup that didn't exist 6 years ago end up overtaking OpenAI and heading for IPO first? In this video, I will unlock Anthropic's growth model. Stay with me to the end. I will also talk about what parts of this playbook you can actually copy if you're a small business owner. Enterprise as the core customer. So here is the crazy part. Anthropic did not get here by chasing the biggest number of customers. Google can put their LLM in front of more than 5 billion users. OpenAI has hundreds of millions of ChatGPT users. Grok can reach the entire X user base as cross-sell. Anthropic has nothing to leverage at day one, and they purposely chose a much smaller customer base. Most people still think AI race is about the monthly active user, like how many people are playing with your chatbot every month. Anthropic never played that game. From day one, they built Claude for business, not for consumer, enterprise client, and serious developer workflows, with monetization in mind from day one already. The internal question wasn't how many users can we get, it was how much recurring revenue can we drive from each activated customer. That focus show up on the customer mix as well. It is estimated that roughly 70 to 80% of Anthropic's revenue comes from enterprise customer versus normally for competitors is 40%. A meaningful slice of these enterprise customers spend over $1 million per year each. Imagine a bank running the high volume document and KYC workflow. Grok may be able to reach hundreds and millions of users, but annual revenue per user is extremely small with a huge mix of free users like me and you. So, Anthropic actually narrowed the top of the funnel, but massively increased the value of each activated account. That's the foundation of their growth formula. But here is a twist. Picking enterprise isn't enough. Plenty of vendors sell into big companies and never hit that kind of trajectory. And let's see how they do it. Activation, not just acquisition. So, getting a big customer to sign is one thing, but how do you make them actually use your AI every day? Anthropic's answer is simple. They optimize everything around activation, not sign up. So activation here is not someone sign up or try Claude for once. Activation is Claude right now is embedded in a real workflow that runs every day. For example, a development team plug Cloud code to their IDE and actually ship production code with it. Or a legal or ops team run live contracts and policies through Cloud for review. Anthropic optimized everything around getting new customer to that first, oh, this saves us real time and money moment. And this is enabled by how Anthropic structured features like long contests, strong coding, and agents that solve end-to-end workflow. Not just one single prompt. All these enable corporate use cases that need tickets queues, long document processing, etc., etc. Once that first workflow is live, retention jumps because Cloud is now part of their division workflow. Expansion comes next because other teams copy the pattern and usually spread horizontally. This is why a relatively small increase in customer count can translate into a huge jump from 1 billion to 9 billion in annualized revenue. But here's another catch. Activation only translates to impressive growth if the unit economics make sense. If you have each workflow you activate is burning cash, then the curve falls apart. winning the GPU war by spending less. So how is Anthropic growing this fast without blowing up its GPU bill? They have engineered their models and infrastructure so each dollar of compute produces more revenue than their rivals. Instead of only chasing the biggest, the most expensive model, Anthropic leans on efficient workhorse models like Sonnet and Haiku. These models hit strong benchmarks, but cost on the order of tens of millions to train per generation, versus the hundreds of millions often for GPT-4, Gemini Ultra, and later Grok's version. Most real-world traffic goes through this mid-tier model, and only the highest value workload touch the truly large, expensive one. When you zoom out, Anthropic's growth isn't just luck or AI hype. It comes down into three very deliberate bets. First, pick the right customer businesses. Second, success is where in their core workflow, not simply that they sign up. Third, be ruthless about unit economies. Now, if you're a small business owner or running a startup, what can you actually steal from this? First, niche down. Don't try to serve everyone. Pick the customer segment where each win really moves your revenue. The customer whose your problem can solve so well that they will pay real money. Second, design for activation, not just celebrate for sign up. Celebrate the moment where a customer finished our end-to-end process and can't go back. Build onboarding and features around getting to that moment fast. Third, make growth pay for itself. Before scaling anything, check your unit economics. Does each active customer bring in more margin than it costs you? If not, better fix it first. So here is my question for you. If you apply Anthropic's playbook to your own business, what would you change this quarter? Drop your answer below in the comments. If you're interested in growth model in general for business, hit subscribe and see you next time.